Hi, how are you, man? I am Pedro Dutra, and today we're gonna draw. Guess what? Of course, we're gonna draw, right? But today I wanna draw something different. For the last videos, I almost did entirely by sci-fi theme. I did mechanical parts and stuff like that, mechanical arms. But today I want to do something different. I want to draw something with magical elements and maybe a witch, maybe some magic smoke and stuff like that. So I hope you guys like this video. And one more thing. Wait a minute. What's happening here? Sorry. What the fuck, man? Again. Come here. What the fuck, man? Seriously? This again? I cannot take this anymore. Come here! Fuck! Who turned the fences off, man? Oh, jeez! Damn, I only got one chance to record that. I cannot take this. I'm gonna get this guy, seriously. I'm gonna get him. What the fuck, dude? Where are you, man? Come back here! I'm gonna murder you! Where are you, man? What the fuck? Oh, no. Seriously, no! Hi, I just made these sketches. Those are inspirations for my final drawing. I'm thinking about using clouds and round shapes in contrast to the character. So the character, I want to use those triangles, and around it I want to have some circle shapes. Something like this. Let me explain. In a situation where I want to create contrast, I might use round shapes, any round shapes, in contrast to something that looks like a triangle like this. So this is interesting because they are in contrast to each other, because circle is different than triangle. And this equation I use to guide myself inside this drawing. So I can bend those shapes to actually have a meaning. So these round shapes can turn out to be, I don't know, let me guess, like hamburgers. Okay, I have many hamburgers here. So many hamburgers. Another hamburger. No, that's not the case. But the thing is, the circle shape can mean anything that can fit inside the circle shape. It can be a car, let's suppose. Car. So you do a car like this, you know? Can be anything. But in this case, in this hypothetical situation, those hamburger can be in contrast with something that fits inside a triangle. Let's suppose a ice cream. You can do like an ice cream like this, ice cream cone, and then the ice cream here, like this. Make sense? I hope so. But that's the logic that I try to follow. When we see that we have like this huge triangle here, and another triangle shapes inside her design, like this one on the hair, this one on the chest, stuff like that. Okay, so let's try. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. I'm not an expert or anything, but I think this paper reacts better towards markers. Markers are alcohol based, so we need some kind of special paper to work with it. One nice thing about this paper is that it's so soft, so there is no little bumps, so it's the perfect skate park, if you know what I mean. Super white too. Look at this, like these two papers, so different. So let's start it. I start with a drawing, pencil drawing or technical pencil drawing, and as you guys are mostly used to, I will finish this drawing and guide myself with ink on top of it to create the final result. So let's do it. One funny thing, I planned for this image to have these thick clouds, thick smoke, and the smoke will be turning into little bats. That's one fun thing that I want to bring up in this piece. There is another piece of design, like this goblet here. It's actually a cauldron mixed with a spoon to mix up the chemistry inside it. But it's actually a one, so I'm mixing three things. Let me show you how I'm thinking. Because every witch has like this cauldron, like a place where she cooks chemical and magic stuff and potions. So every witch like have one of these. Every witch has a spoon to mix it, right? And a witch may have a wand, a magic wand. So I'm trying to mix these three things into one. That's what I mean. That's the challenge here. Now I can, that I have like a more established composition, I can focus more on some details that matter. Like her dress, stuff like that. Now I have to figure out how her dress will end. I want to maybe mix the dress with the frame. I want to have like this fixed frame and a dungeon here. I never talk about this, but if you want to learn with me, I actually give classes in Portuguese. You can check the link below. But someday I plan to give international classes too. So let's see how that goes. Now I have to figure out her anatomy here because I want to make sense with this anatomy. So I have to pay attention to the landmarks, because I think the anatomy getting right in this piece is really important. So I'm trying to figure that out. One thing that I try not to do is to hide important landmarks like shoulders and knees and stuff like that. So we have a lot of hair and smoke, so I'm trying to create situations where I can conveniently show the arm and stuff like that, the armpit. Even if the physical situation forces me to not draw something, I will make it happen somehow. Like the physical situation where something is in front of something, but I actually bend that up so I can show important parts. Now I gotta be careful with the face, it's super important that I get this right, so I try again. The other version is nice too, but I like this one. I try to use a nose to see if it looks nice. If don't, I will not use it. Oh, looks nice. I maintain that. I want the clouds to be in between her hair. That will be hard, but I think we can do it. So because some things are looking nice, I try to establish them with ink. Again, the eraser tapping to lower the opacity. One mistake that I did before, I used a too thick of a pen to draw the face. Now I'm using this one that like is super thin. Take a look. To do the face, but afterwards I will increase the size of it. Actually double it. This is looking nice. The hair is getting this crippling effect, like a claw over the thick clouds and the thick smoke. So it matches with the thing, so I think it was a nice decision. Maybe get some hair over other things, other clouds, but for now it's already good. I'm liking it. One thing about having an underdrawing is that you can have really thin strokes. Whenever I'm drawing without a underdrawing, it gets a little harder to get so small. Maybe it's the lack of practice, but like this is more natural to me.
Now give me the beat.
This is the drawing I've just done, and I hope you liked it. It's a little witch. Oh, what the fuck? It's a little witch. I hope you guys like it. The camera almost fell down. That's it for today, dudes. I hope you liked it.